Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Alright, yes, nice, Snow Day, one of my favorite game modes. That is the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, or hopefully both. But I gotta actually, get to the books to read those. But it's a good series from what I've heard and what I've seen. So that's one of those books I kind of want to read as well, because it's a very interesting book. But The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, those are two book series I want to read. I mean, one book series I want to read, well, two book series I want to read, and a book I currently own. Nice scope. In certain episodes, they have multiple, like 23-minute episodes where they have two clips, two parts of, they have two parts in a, if you want to call it, of a 4-part series with one of their random movies. Not all of them, but a few of them. Like they have like the Star Wars one, and they have one of the other ones, the one where there's like the second dimension. And the only problem I have with that is, if I'm correct from what I've seen, they're over like I think an hour long. And if I remember correctly, what happened is they actually don't have the entirety of the movie. They have like the main part of the movie, like like when Doofenshmirtz goes over to the second dimension with Phineas and Ferb and Perry and all of that. But they don't have certain parts, like when they first get into the second dimension, and then when they try to open it and they do, but Candace falls in, like you don't see certain things that you see in the actual movies, which is alright. But I mean, they still have the movies on there anyway. But hey. Another thing about Disney Plus is there's that new movie that Disney came out with, Raya and the Last Dragon. It wasn't great. It wasn't great enough to buy it for $30 to buy it for $30 off of Disney Plus before you can watch it for free on June 4th. Well, so you can watch it while it's in theaters currently. It wouldn't. I'm gonna say it wouldn't be worth the $30, but I will say it was an okay movie. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. If you want to say it. I mean, it wasn't. Parts of it were good, yes, but it wasn't like oh yeah, that's an epic movie. And eventually she does at the end of the movie, but like one scene that happens at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, by the way, is basically the last dragon is standing, maybe 5-10 feet away from this character. I forget her name, but so she's standing next to the character Raya, and standing across from a character, whatever her name is. And basically, what happens is the character that the last dragon standing across from, basically has a crossbow ready to shoot the dragon. And the dragon says, "I trust you," saying, "I trust that you aren't going to kill me." And what happens is, they do the dramatic thing of showing you that the person partially pulling the trigger, but not all the way. And then what happens is Raya, because Raya doesn't trust her at least, she, for some reason, the sword she has for some reason can turn to like a sword whip. But basically, she takes the sword, turns it into sword whip form by pressing some button, and then hits the crossbow out of the girl's hand, which basically leads just to, killing the dragon, because hitting it forced the girl's hand to close completely on it to prevent it, I'm guessing, from falling out of her hand, which led to her gripping tighter on the trigger, which led to killing the dragon. And basically, the character Raya got all pissed off that she killed the character that I can't remember the name of killed the dragon, which I can get. But, that would be only if, let's just say, the dragon was fully killed by the other character and Raya didn't have any part in it. But so later on in a fight scene between Raya and this other nameless character I can't remember the name of, what happens is they actually have a fight, and Raya gets all pissed off, talking about how, oh, it's your fault, she's dead, this, that, whatever. And that's when the character basically says to her, it's as much as my fault as it is as much as your fault that she's dead. Which is totally true, because, if you didn't hit the whatever out of her hand, the crossbow, the dragon probably never would have died. But it's one of those movies that's kind of good but stupid. One of those things where there's stupid parts in it. But other than that, it was a fairly good movie. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you for joining in and watching, hopefully to the end. And as I said earlier, if you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing if you want to keep up to date with my content. And as well, if you guys want to see more of my content outside of YouTube, I will be streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and most Saturdays. Well, with that, I'm going to be saying goodbye, and see you next time.